Welcome to Home Service Happy Hour, brought to you by Service Monster. I try to always steer back to this lens. When I'm scaling home service businesses, I try to always bring it back to a very simple precedent for me. Not that this is the right thing for everybody, but I left the corporate world where I could have gone and done anything, right? I could go run any company, whatever. But it's not fun. And not to say that there's not fun and joy and happiness in that world for somebody, but it's not for me. If I'm going to do this and this grind and this hustle and the leadership and the sacrifices and the late nights and the banging your head against the wall trying to solve problems, to me, it's not about the money. Now, like, the money's the result. And I think the result is important because it's fun for the team. But the why to me is the journey. And that journey of, like, is it private equity? Is it, and I've thought about this with my bookkeeping businesses, when we're 10, 20, 50 million, do I want to just sell it? Or do I want to ESOP it and sell it back to the employees? And do they want that? There's a lot of routes to go, but for me, it's not about how much money can I make doing it? There's no joy in that. Joy is in the journey. When I go hunting, the fun part isn't the killing of the animal. It's in the week of work to get there, in the learning, and whatever. When I reflect on the successes that I have, it's not like, oh, remember that time when this happened? It's like, remember how hard we worked to get to where we got? Like, that's where the joy is. That's where the happiness is. That's where the stories you tell are about the shitty times. The stories you tell are about the shitty customers and the stupid interactions and the guy we had to fire because he was doing this. Like, that's what we tell stories about. We don't tell stories about how much money we made. And so I always try to reflect on that of, like, what's the point? And we'll make plenty of money. That's the result. But what's really in it? Who's in it? Who's the family that's part of this thing? Who's the high performing team that's part of this thing? And so I love that, like, that view of it, of, like, who are you looking for? Is it the private equity thing? Is it the employee thing? Is it somebody's going to is it one of your kids is going to take it over? Is it one of the employees wants to run it? And there's no right answer. And I think that's the beauty of it, is times like that when there is no right answer and maybe you're still figuring it out.
Right. I got a while to go.
Hey, home service heroes. Thank you guys so much for tuning into our home service happy hour content today. I sure hope you learned a little something, and I sure as a heck hope that it was entertaining. If you did find it fun and entertaining, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more cool, fun, entertaining business content. And speaking of which, stay tuned. There's a little more here and a little more right here. Check it out.